Okay, hi everybody, it's Spawnkai 922. Got past the work week. It's a pretty grueling job, to say the least. I mean, I can imagine any grueling jobs. But anyway, I don't have my post-it notes with me, but I'm going to do a Magi chapter review. 237. Now, very interesting chapter. This one was called, what was it called? How the New World Came to Be. Now, what really, like, made it for me, for this chapter, was, like, it was almost like we went back in time. Like, I love how the manga of Magi was able, if anything, from this arc specifically, was able to connect the past of what happened Alma Toran with the beginning of Magi. And that's essentially what we got in this chapter. Now, overall, I have to give this a 5 out of 5. It really was very interesting how they did this. We got to see how the world was created. By the way, and here's another thing. You really think about it. Solomon didn't create the world. It was all Ugo, you know? And it was interesting to see that you actually got to see how Aladdin came to be, how essentially Ugo was the only person Aladdin had in his life. And this is a whole lot more. And also we get to find out about the jinns and how they were created, how they... Yeah. That another thing that struck me, because how the Magis were going to choose the king. Because Ugo, I guess, figured in this chapter, the way he went about that, was to, because of the whole situation with Sinbad. Sinbad? Did I say Sinbad? I mean Solomon. Was the fact that Solomon, he didn't want to be king. The people wanted him to be king. So that was the whole point of this system, of this Magi system, was that the Magi would know best of who should be king. Now, that makes a lot of sense when you come to it. And also, we also find out about the Red Lions, which is the finalists. He put them, which is essentially the Dark Continent in the New World. But also we find out the whole bit about, I'm trying to think. What else we find out? Oh, the magicians. And that group, remember the tribe, I believe this is a tribe that Aladdin met on his way around? That tribe and magicians knew, essentially, had memories of Al-Toran. Now, I think this, plain and simple, this completes everything. This explains everything. It's like connecting the bridge. You're connecting, it's essentially, that's what it is. You're connecting the bridge. We also find out about, the one that Ugo had brought in, which was Judah, and turned to the dark side. And also, what I found interesting was how the consciousness of Al-Tharman was able to go to this new world as well. So there's a lot of interesting things about this chapter that I really liked. Now, what this does probably for the next chapter and so on and so forth is that, and that was the other thing that really impressed me. You got to see when Aladdin was there and he was a child with Ugo. You got to see Alibaba with Cassim. You saw Morgiana as a child. So you saw it like all fitting in together. You know? That really, really just spoke volumes for me. But I really mean when I say when I give this a 5 out of 5, because it was really just showed you in the very end of the chapter, and then the story begins. It's a full, and I think that's part of the reason why, look at the Monka's name, Shinobu, why she did it this way. It's like completely connecting with the beginning of Magi. The complete connection. You now know how everything transpired, how things went down, how it was created, all that jazz. Now, I'm guessing next chapter, it's probably not going to be a big thing. We might go back to, what's his face? Back to Aladdin, back to Alibaba. Now, here's the thing. I hope this information for Kouen and Sinbad is worthy, like wise. Like this information now given to them, realize that this is what happens. This is what happened with Solomon. Okay, he was forced to be king, became king. These evil things happened. They turned evil. Now I see, but now that I think about it, I don't see, for moving on forward, I don't see Sinbad, because the thing is that I wonder how they're going to react to this information. What will transpire now? And the whole Magi system, let's be real here. Kouen doesn't have a Magi. He doesn't. That's the whole bit. That's why it's been devised, to choose the right king. And, you know, Aladdin shows Alibaba. I'm going to be putting some on that. But you wonder, what will this mean now? Now that we know the whole story, now we know what transpired, it makes you wonder, like, wow, great representation. Because that's what I really liked about this chapter. So, but like I said, 5 out of 5 thoughts. This is going to be something else once we get back to the present time. And we find out uh, Kouen and Sinbad and all that stuff. Because I mean, Solomon, when you get down to it, he tried to unite all the species together and couldn't because of Elder David. Well, no, well, you know what I'm trying to say. With that regard, and I wonder, you know, if Kouen still is going to say, yeah, he still wants to do what he says he was going to do. Because in the end result is, if there's any negativity in his rule, it's over. You saw what happened to Solomon. So I think, hopefully, that down the road, next, when we get to the present time, Kouen might, we'll see. I feel this telling of Amatoran for Kouen and Sinbad will have a great effect on it. So, can't wait to see that. But that's all I got for you guys. Bankai 922. So, Ugo created a new world. Brave new world. Got the red lines, finalists. It's pretty interesting stuff. That really just blew me away. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later. Other reviews will probably be later today. Not a lot. I probably just got like 3 videos planned. It's JoJo, Captain Earth, and Bleach. So look forward to that. I'm Balkan92. I will see you guys later. Peace.